Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Harvest Moon 64. I am still Mega Freak 100, and we are going to continue on with summer now. Lots of summer things to get. Normally, my goal for summer is essentially to try and. Oh, and yeah, SM is now huge because of the pregnancy kind of thing that tends to happen. But anyway, so it will take about a month. I don't think exactly a month, but a month or so before the baby cow is around. But anyway, my kind of plan for summer is to try and start focusing on really starting to make my money go up pretty high. Eventually, what I plan to do, like in fall, is just kind of phase out growing any vegetables, like have them existing, but kind of phase it out because it does take up a lot of time. And you know, when I get to the point of not having to use them, well, there's some reason why seawater is salty. Probably just because it has salt in it. Hair on the back of my head is blonde. Must be my grandma's genes. That was random. But anyway, yeah, my plan for summer is just kind of to focus on, you know, getting vegetables, you know, growing them and making money, and then eventually, maybe, you know, later on, down the fall, just kind of phase out growing vegetables, because there's no real reason to have a ton. Once you get quite a bit of money, there's no reason to have you know. Then again, though, I don't know, but yeah, I think that at that point, eventually, you can just, there's not a need to make money with the vegetables. You don't, like, I guess it increases your shipping and how much you ship, and that makes the shipper happy. But in terms of like getting a good ending, I don't think that matters all that much. There are, you know, being nice to people is actually a bigger thing than actually, you know, the money you have and the vegetables you have. Grass, though, is a big thing, so I will be focusing on that. I did the flowers, obviously, to get the marble, but I will be eventually, like, making my field mostly grass. And there is Potpourri. Oh, crap, she has a blue heart. Which is obvious. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but, now, I never really did honestly figure out whether or not Blue Heart prevents marriage, but, or whether or not it was just the fact that I wasn't, like, I didn't have, Cliff high enough yet that I needed a, or not Cliff, why did I say Cliff? Cliff is Anne's rival. Gray high enough yet in terms of happiness, like, I need to increase it a little bit more. I don't know, if that's the case right now, if I need to increase his happiness more, but, I also don't want the blue heart to be a risk, so I'm going to have to make Potpourri sad, and I will do so by showing her what she doesn't like, which is bugs. So I'll be doing that later. But yeah, the thing is, once you usually, I think for the most part, like I think Maria, well maybe not, but usually when you get like the person married with one of the rivals, they tend to like get a blue heart because blue heart is like good friends anyway. So there's nothing wrong with having a blue heart. It's just, in fact, that's actually one of the ratings, is getting all the girls to like you. That's one of the things that are said during the evaluation. You just don't want any of the other girls to be favored over your wife. And I hope that the blue heart doesn't affect the marriage thing. But I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. But just to be safe, I will, after the rain ends, I will, you know, pick on Potpourri a little bit. Another thing I want to bring up, you guys gave me some really good suggestions for a puppy name. So good, in fact, that I actually can't pick one because I like them all, or like most of them are really good. So, or not really good, but I like them all. So I'm having a hard time deciding. So instead of me making the final say, what I'm going to do is I picked out 4 names that I kind of liked quite a bit, and I want you guys to tell me which name for. I know this is kind of silly. It's like it's just a puppy, and it's not like a real name. It's not an official name, but oh, hey, you know what? Maria's finally. Oh, awesome! That's really great. Yes, I really wanted you to have a baby. That's really cool. Wait, my game froze. Crap. That's not good. Damn you, Harris, making my game freeze. You and your baby freezing my game. That's actually the first time that's happened. Luckily enough, it only I just had to restart the day, but that does kind of suck. But yeah, so now Harris will have a baby, or not Harris, but Maria will have a baby, and that will result in, I think we'll be able to see, I don't know about any of the other couples if I end up getting them, because I don't know if we'll have enough time. And finally, I'm getting this recipe, the walnut cake recipe. But I don't know if we'll have enough time, but we should be able to see Harris have his baby existing before the 2 and 1 month is up for the game. But in terms of the puppy, I know it's kind of silly because the puppy's just unofficial. You guys are interrupting my monologue about puppies. I asked you to bring you this. Oh, a watermelon. And I'll just eat that whole, because that's possible. Love how you just phased through me. That was nice. Okay, now, anyway, back to the whole... Can I talk about puppies, Maria? Please? You work so hard. It's raining. It's not like I'm working on it. Anyway, chocolate. Okay, thank you. I mean, I know I'm getting good friends with you, but really, I kind of want to monologue about puppies. Anyway, so I know it's kind of silly about the whole puppy thing, because it's just kind of an unofficial name, but I don't know, I think it's fun to come up with. So anyway, the names that I chose of my top 4, and I want you guys to tell me your favorite, so I'll pick the one that gets the most, comments about. The 4 names are Snoopy, Piccolo, Gromit, and Chadwick McProper III. Those, I mean, there was other ones I liked too, but those are the ones I liked probably the most. And it is Anne's birthday, so probably should have got a corner wool, but I just regular gift equals a birthday present. I don't feel any different. Wow, now you were talking about eating hay. That's kind of different. I think. Maybe. But yeah, those are the 3 names, so let me know of those 4 names. So let me know of those 4 which ones you like, and I will name the puppy the one that is picked, or that gets the most picks. So anyway, let's take this ladybug. Come here, Potpourri. Ladybug, ladybug. What are you getting at? I'm getting at giving you a ladybug. You like ladybugs, right? They're kind of like flowers, sort of. And yeah, okay, no, see, look, you don't call Anne a him. You deserve this bug. Anne is... I think that's honestly one of the worst typos of all time. Okay, not really, but... Still a pretty big typo. Honestly, though, I can't complain. I know I've complained about, like, some of the small issues that they had in terms of dialogue in this game. And I've said, well, they could have caught up. But the thing is, like, actually, I've looked up a fact about all the, like, evaluations and all the things that, all the actual math that has to go into. I guess math would be the best way, but the programming to getting people liking you is actually kind of complex. So to be honest, as much as you can complain about the dialogue, it's not that big a deal. It's like, in the grand scheme of things, if anything, it just makes an interesting conversation piece. Which, personally, I kind of, like, if the dialogue was normal, it'd be kind of boring. It's more interesting to talk about how Potpourri thinks that my wife is actually a guy, than as opposed to just not talking about that. But anyway, so yeah, summer is, second year summer, it's pretty just standard. Like I said, my main focus is to start growing out my grass fields a bit, as you've seen I've been doing, and also, I'll eventually be picking those flowers. I've been putting them in my closet, because you can store flowers in your closet. Oh, she's reading books. Doesn't she always read books? I thought she was a librarian. Like baby books, like books about, like, Then again, like, I don't know. Like, if someone's pregnant, like, that's not all they do, I assume. Or not I assume. I'm not even assuming. If a woman's pregnant, they don't just read books about pregnancy all the time. Because, like, Anne also mentions at one point reading books about pregnancy, and it's like, you can do other things besides worry about reading baby books. And I'm also going to get one of the last extensions. I have 2 more left, the stairway and the log terrace, and I will get the stairway because it's the cheaper of the 2. But I've been growing out my grass fields, and yeah, the closet, like, your toolbox stores your tools. Your closet can store other objects that aren't food, so it's a good place to store flowers that you can give as gifts, so I do recommend using that feature. Ooh, potpourri, bug. I'm getting at you, getting down to a white heart. Ooh, good, awesome. So hopefully, whether or not it's the heart or whether or not it's... Because I've been giving gray gifts, hopefully they'll get married, since doing those 2 things should affect it. Oh, and yeah, the festival. There is that, the Firefly Festival, the one where... Or not Firefly. The one where we float flowers so that we can, be like, ooh, spirits, come. Come, my minions, bow to your... No, that movie's actually pretty good. I think I've mentioned it before. It's good enough. Like it uses Disney style, and it's good enough that there's a lot of people who actually think it's a Disney movie. Talking about Anastasia, of course. And it's not a Disney movie. It's actually made by, I think it's made by Don Bluth, who made like All Dogs Go to Heaven and Secret of Nim and some other less favorable movies. What should I do? I'm really worried. Will the birth go well? Will I be a good mother? Probably not, but, you know, can't really cry over spilled milk. Okay, not really. Really, there's not much. As you'll eventually see, there's not really much to taking care of the child in this game. The Firefly Festival is tonight. Why don't you join us? We go to the beach to float. I am repeating the same dialogue that I said last year. You'll understand if you... That's still creepy. Like, it was creepy the first time he said it, it's creepy the second time he says it, and the third time he'll say it, it probably would also be creepy. I know, let's feed our doggy, because we haven't been feeding him lately. He's probably been starving. I honestly don't know if feeding him impacts his, you know, happiness level. I have been making my horse happy, so hopefully he will not suck at the race like last year. Horse race honestly isn't too bad, because the thing is, as long as you have your horse at a good, you know, happiness level, and wow, I got a lot of vegetables growing today. But as long as you have your horse at a decent happiness level, you'll have enough stamina to help you. Another thing to mention about the stamina carrot, I honestly don't think it does anything, but there was a theory supposedly. I think someone mentioned to me. Oh, first. Oh, you came. Good. Yes, I will. Yes, you have married a wonderful man. I am awesome. So yeah, there is some different dialogue, somewhat. Mostly between, like, your wife and... Yeah, Maria's still afraid of the sea. I think the thing also is, like, I think depending on maybe if you're nice people or just varying, there's different people who come to different festivals. Because I don't think the Master the Baker was here last year, but maybe he was. You could obviously look on the video, but I don't think Karen was here. But anyway, someone, I think one of the YouTube user John was someone from the Blogger Pit mentioned about the carrot allowing you to, like, not lose stamina if you don't press the A button. Which, if you look at my when I had the carrot and I did a race, I didn't lose stamina, but I also, you know, when I started pressing A, then I started losing because my horse was really weak. So, you know, that's possible. I don't really think that would do much. It really would help you all that much, really, because if you think about it, you know, you had to press A to win the race, so, you know. I know I keep talking to people and repeating dialogue to try and move things along, but the reality is, for the most part for these festivals, you just gotta wait 30 seconds, I think, or so much time. This is named the Firefly Flower, because fireflies can enter and light it up. You've said this before, I believe. Everyone has repeated. I don't think Karen has. I don't know if Karen's, like, becoming friends with me or not. Not that I really care about it. I meant Kai more. I honestly don't know. I still not sure if I can get those two married. But I'm gonna try and get all the other ones married at least. But yeah, I still like this festival. It's kind of the problem with the festivals and just anything like doing this 2 years on. It's, eventually, they just kind of repeat themselves somewhat. There is changes, but it does get kind of repetitive. That's why I'm glad there is, like, end credits at, like, 2 years or 2 years in a month, as opposed to, you know... Oh, and there's this scene. I always become sentimental on this day. It's not like me. Let's go home. See, I do like the second year, because it does showcase, you know, the alterations with having a wife, if you choose to get a wife before the second year. And, ooh, yeah! Go Gray. I love this reaction. He doesn't even tell you. He gives you a letter. We're getting married today. Please come to... our wedding. Gray and Pope. That's kind of like really short notice, especially with a letter, just like it says. So yeah, Gray's getting. Why does he get a black tux? I had to have a white tux. I want a black tux, and he got a black hat. It's like Well, I had a white hat, I think, too. But, aw. They are kind of an interesting couple. Like, I say aw, but they're also kind of a cute one. Love the music. And look, doves. More doves, and there's still, like, the alteration with the one over there. Anyway, this has been Maker for 100, and I'm reminding you that Grey Mary Potpourri. Woo!